Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Urban Omnist. Now, the first thing you're probably wondering is, what's an omnist? Other than a funny sounding word. Well, omnist is actually short for omnitheist, which means all gods. Or more precisely, all gods and all goddesses and all belief systems and religions and philosophies and sciences, etc., etc. And an omnist is someone who believes that all of those different ways of looking at the world are essentially true, or more precisely, that they have the same value. I know that probably sounds kind of crazy to a lot of you, and I'm not going to try and convince you of it. Not in this episode, probably not in all of these episodes. What I am going to try to do is create a sort of ground zero for all different ways of looking at things. So, whether you're an atheist or an agnostic or a Christian or a Buddhist or a Neo-Pagan or one of those few people who still believe in the ancient Norse gods, or those of you who theoretically, though they probably don't actually, believe in something called the flying spaghetti monster, you know who you are. See, in the last few years, I've noticed that more and more, not only are we having these ideological arguments between religions, or between the various factions of those religions, but more and more we're having a lot of headbutting between religion and science. One calls one an idiot and the other calls the other a heretic, and it goes back and forth and back and forth. And I'd really like to try and find some common ground, maybe even translate one concept to the other. So what I'd like us to do is all sort of get together and try and work this out a little bit. I'd like for you individually to send me questions. Not just subscribe to my video and watch my show, though I really hope you do that too, but email me. Ask me about religion, theology, philosophy, science, even just current events, just as long as it's nothing about Justin Bieber, because I just really don't care. What I'm wanting is for you to give me questions that I can sort of answer from an omnist perspective, and that will give you more of an idea of what omnism really is, and hopefully together we can iron some things out here on the Urban Omnist.